Have you ever wondered why some people walk into a room and the energy shifts? They don't even say a word, yet eyes follow them. Conversations slow down. Their presence is magnetic. It's not about perfect looks. It's not about flashy clothes. It's something far deeper, an invisible force that radiates from within. Attraction, real attraction, is not about chasing others. It's about becoming the kind of person others are drawn to, like a flame pulling in the moth, without ever needing to move. Most people try to impress. They try to convince. They use tactics and tricks, thinking attraction is a game of manipulation. But those methods are shallow. They work only for a moment, and then fade. True attraction doesn't demand. It commands. It doesn't scream for attention, it silently captures it. And the secret is this: attraction begins with energy, not appearance. When your inner world is aligned, when your character is disciplined, when your confidence is calm and real, you naturally radiate an energy that people can't explain but feel. Stoics knew this centuries ago. They understood that the human mind is wired to recognize strength, calmness, and authenticity. Marcus Aurelius never walked into a room trying to impress. He simply embodied his principles, and people were moved by his presence. So let's break this down. This isn't about pickup lines. This isn't about pretending to be someone you're not. This is about becoming magnetic, socially, romantically, and powerfully. 1. The law of self-possession. Before you can attract anyone, you must first attract yourself. People are instinctively drawn to those who are centered, people who belong to themselves. They aren't needy for approval. They don't chase validation. They exude a calm certainty: I know who I am. When you're needy, your energy leaks. People subconsciously sense it. It's like static noise. But when you're self-possessed, your silence speaks louder than others shouting. Start here. Spend time alone. Get comfortable in your own company. Know your values. Stand by them even if nobody claps. Practice stillness, the stoic kind that doesn't flinch at opinions. This is how attraction starts, not with others noticing you, but with you noticing you. 2. Energy speaks before words. Before anyone hears your voice, they feel your energy. Your posture, your pace, your breathing, the way your eyes rest in the room, these speak volumes. Someone with scattered, anxious energy pushes people away. Someone with grounded, powerful energy pulls them in. This is why stoicism matters. When your mind is calm, your energy is stable. And when your energy is stable, you become magnetic without saying a word. Walk into a room like someone who belongs there, not because you own it, but because you own yourself. 3. The paradox of non-chasing. Here's one of the most brutal truths about attraction. The more you chase, the more you repel. Humans value what's scarce, not what's desperate. When you chase someone's attention too eagerly, whether it's a crush, a crowd, or an audience, you hand them your power. You say, you are the prize. I am the applicant. But when you focus on your path, your growth, your standards, when your life is so full that you don't need anyone to complete you, people sense it. They start wondering, who is this person that doesn't need to chase like everyone else? Non-chasing is not arrogance. It's abundance. It's the quiet message: I don't need to run after. I attract by being. 4. The magnetism of purpose. People are not attracted to emptiness. They're attracted to people on a mission. When your life has direction, when you wake up with fire in your chest and clarity in your eyes, people feel it. Romantic partners respect it. Friends admire it. Audiences follow it. Purpose gives your energy weight. It separates you from the drifting crowd. When someone with purpose enters the scene, they feel like gravity. Ask yourself, what am I building? What standard do I live by? What vision drives me daily? Purpose turns ordinary presence into irresistible energy. 5. confidence without performance. Confidence isn't loud. Real confidence is unperformed. You don't need to act bigger than you are. You don't need to flex, boast, or constantly try to prove something. Those who constantly prove are actually insecure. Confidence is when you can be fully yourself, without apology or fear. It's when you can hold eye contact without flinching. It's when silence doesn't scare you. Confidence doesn't demand attention. It naturally commands it. And when you mix stoic emotional control with modern psychological presence, your confidence becomes almost hypnotic. 6. The art of listening deeply. One of the most underrated attraction skills, listening. Everyone wants to be heard. But few people truly listen. Most wait for their turn to speak. When you give someone your full attention, you stand out instantly. Look into their eyes. Don't interrupt. Let their words sink in. Make them feel like the only person in the room. This is powerful both socially and romantically. It makes people feel seen. And when someone feels seen, they naturally feel drawn to you. Remember, presence is rare. Rarity is magnetic. 7. Playfulness and mystery. Attraction isn't all seriousness. It's also about energy, the playful, light, unpredictable vibe that keeps people curious. Mystery isn't about being distant. It's about not giving everything away at once. It's about letting people discover you gradually. Playfulness softens your energy, mystery sharpens it. Together, they create an irresistible pull. People want to be around you, understand you, experience you. 8. When others get angry, you respond with calm power. When someone tries to get a reaction, and you smile knowingly instead of exploding, your energy becomes unshakable. This is stoic charisma. It's not about pretending you don't care. It's about mastering your inner world so deeply that the outer world can't control you. 9. Dress and body language as energy amplifiers. Yes, attraction starts inside, but the outside amplifies the signal. Dress intentionally, not to impress but to express your essence. Stand tall. Shoulders relaxed, chest open. Walk like someone with purpose, steady, not rushed. Speak slowly, clearly. Let your words breathe. You don't need expensive clothes. You need intentional presence. 10. Self-respect is the ultimate magnet. When you truly respect yourself, your time, your body, your boundaries, people take note. Self-respect is attractive because it's rare. Most people tolerate disrespect, distractions, and low standards. When you don't, when you hold the line, you set a silent standard that others either rise to, or fall away from. And the ones who rise, they're the ones worth attracting. If this message resonates, don't just nod, absorb it. These aren't tricks. These are principles that shift your energy, and when your energy changes, everything else follows. Real attraction doesn't end when someone notices you. That's where it begins. Anyone can catch attention for a second, but only a few know how to hold it, deepen it, and elevate it until the bond becomes unforgettable. This is where real magnetism shows its power, not in the spark, but in the fire that keeps burning. Because attraction is not a performance. It's a rhythm. A frequency. And when you master that rhythm, people don't just notice you, they remember you. 1. The energy of consistency. Most people make the mistake of starting strong and fading fast. They give a great first impression, but over time, the mask slips. Their energy changes. They become inconsistent, unpredictable, unreliable. True attraction thrives on consistency. Whether it's romantic or social, people are drawn to those who remain steady, not just when things are exciting, but also when things are quiet. When your values, energy, and behavior stay aligned, not rigid, but stable, you become a safe anchor in a chaotic world. Romantic partners feel emotionally secure. Friends trust you deeply. Audiences develop loyalty. Consistency is not boring. It's powerful. Because in a world full of short attention spans, reliability is rare. 2. The subtle power of space. In attraction, closeness matters, but so does space. Most people smother, they try to keep someone's attention by constantly being present, constantly talking, constantly texting, constantly proving their worth. But attraction dies when there's no room to breathe. Space creates mystery. It gives the other person's mind time to reflect, to wonder, to imagine. Stoic philosophy teaches us not to cling. To love, to connect, to care, but without turning that into dependency. Space is where desire grows. It's where respect deepens. So don't be afraid of silence between conversations. Don't rush to fill every gap. Don't overexpose yourself. A magnet doesn't chase the metal, it simply holds its charge, and the metal comes. 3. The language of emotional intelligence. If you want to attract anyone, friend, lover, or follower, you must master the art of feeling what they feel without losing your own center. Emotional intelligence is not pretending to care. It's sensing shifts, reading tones, recognizing unspoken needs. When someone talks to you, they're not just sharing information, they're revealing their emotional state. Listen for the emotion underneath the words. Mirror it subtly. Respond to the feeling, not just the sentence. This makes people feel understood on a deeper level. And when someone feels emotionally understood, attraction strengthens like a hidden thread weaving tighter and tighter. 4. The law of selective attention. Not all attention is created equal. When you give your energy to everyone, it loses value. But when you give focused, intentional attention to someone, your presence becomes precious. In a crowded room, you don't need to be the loudest. You need to be the one who, when your eyes meet someone's, they feel like the only person who exists in that moment. This applies in romance and in social influence. A leader who listens intently makes people feel seen. A romantic partner who gives undivided attention makes their presence unforgettable. Selectivity amplifies magnetism. 5. Owning your standards. Attraction isn't just about pulling people toward you. It's also about filtering. People respect what you respect. When you hold strong personal standards, for how you treat yourself, what behavior you accept, how you spend your time, you silently teach others how to treat you. The Stoics valued virtue above all. They didn't lower their standards for anyone's approval. When you live with standards, some people will walk away. Good. That's the point. Your energy should not be accessible to everyone. It should be earned through alignment. And the ones who stay, those are your real connections. 6. The dance of vulnerability and strength. One of the most magnetic combinations is strength with moments of real vulnerability. Too much strength without openness makes you seem distant. Too much vulnerability without strength makes you seem unstable. But when you can stand strong and occasionally open your heart honestly, you create a bond that feels human yet powerful. In romance, this looks like revealing your fears without collapsing into them. In social settings, it looks like admitting mistakes while staying grounded. People are drawn to realness wrapped in resilience. It's rare. And rare is magnetic. 7. The unspoken charisma of silence. Most people fear silence. They rush to fill it with noise. But true charisma knows how to use silence as a weapon. When you can hold a pause after a statement, when you can let your presence linger without needing to fill every moment, people lean in. They focus. Silence shows comfort. Comfort signals confidence. Confidence amplifies attraction. Let silence speak sometimes. It often says more than words. 8. Elevating the other person's world. Here's a truth few understand. The most attractive people don't just shine on their own. They make others feel more alive in their presence. They spark laughter. They create meaningful conversations. They challenge gently, inspire effortlessly, and leave people better than they found them. Attraction deepens when people associate you with growth, excitement, and emotional elevation. Whether in romance or friendship, become the person whose presence amplifies others. 9. Protecting your mystery. In an age of oversharing, mystery is power. You don't have to explain everything. You don't have to broadcast every thought, every feeling, every move. Mystery doesn't mean being secretive or fake. It means allowing 10. Living as the source, not the seeker. This is the ultimate shift. Stop trying to get attention, get love, get validation. Instead, become the source of value, the source of calm, the source of inspiration. When you operate as the source, people feel it. Your presence fills the space. You stop waiting for others to shine light on you, because you are the light. The Stoics understood this deeply: power is internal, not external. Attraction is not about hunting for approval, it's about radiating a frequency so strong that the right people can't help but find you. So, if this message lit something inside you, don't just scroll away. Reflect. Commit. Because attraction isn't out there, it's in here. Take this energy. Embody it. And as you do, watch how the world begins to rearrange itself around your presence. If this resonated, share it with someone who needs this reminder. Subscribe if you're ready to step into your magnetic era. And comment below. Backhand index pointing right, I attract by being. Because starting today, you do.